All right, so hopefully you guys can hear me. We're doing this podcast style through the computer camera. Um, so, fourth cycle of chemotherapy, and hopefully last cycle was last week. Um, we actually ended it short. We ended it on Wednesday because some of the side effects I was pretty concerned with were um, hearing. You get ringing in your ears, which has been getting progressively worse, and you get neuropathy in your fingers and hands and feet and things like that. So I didn't really had too much of it until it was after the third cycle. I want to say the following week, when I was still kind of sick all that week, I started to notice if I would sit with my arms on the arms of a chair or something like that, my hands would go numb. Um, like right now, they're a little bit numb. And nothing horrible, but if it got worse, that's bad. The hearing would be just random ringing. On Tuesday last week during treatment, there was this low rumble that went on for a while. It sounded like there was a diesel truck sitting outside just idling. This low rumble. Um, and since then it's been just all high pitched stuff, and it'll be in one ear or both ears. A couple nights ago, I laid down to go to sleep, and it was loud in both ears. Um, so that's a main concern for me because I'm pointing to something you can't see, but uh, so I mean, the things I enjoy doing, music, and well, that's pretty much it. They involve me being able to hear and being able to, you know, feel things. So um, that's a major concern for me. So the doctor came in and he said, well, if it's going to work, it's going to work. You've had, you know, 60% of this last cycle. So I don't think there's going to be a difference if we end now or if we do the next 2 days. And I was feeling pretty awful also. So I said, well, that's a tough call because right now I feel pretty horrible. And so I really want to stop. Um, but I know if I was someone else on the outside, I would probably say, keep going, 2 more days, finish it up. But on the flip side, we don't want those side effects to get even worse. So they've been getting I don't know if they've been getting worse since then, but they haven't gotten better. And now all the doctors will tell you, don't worry, it's not permanent. But I've read a lot of things on forums where people have said, one guy said he had ringing in his ears for 11 years. So I don't want to have that. So anyway, I ended it early. Um, I'm still randomly kind of sick. When you guys see me doing these videos, you see me at my best. Um, so if it looks like I'm unfazed by all this stuff, that's not the case. Um, Yesterday in the morning, I was perfectly fine, just like I am now when I got up. Um, Amanda was in the bathroom getting ready for work. I was on the couch on the computer, and all of a sudden, just it felt like it was a burp, but I was just like, "Ooh, am I gonna puke?" No nausea, just out of nowhere. I walked into the kitchen and then threw up 4 times into the sink within a minute, just out of nowhere. Luckily, it was just water because that's all I had in the morning. So it was an easy cleanup job, but and that's the first time that I've actually thrown up since this whole thing started. Um, and yeah, like I said, it was out of nowhere. There was no nausea. Then later on in the day, yesterday, I got really hot, really tired. Um, my back starts to hurt a lot. Kidneys start to hurt. And this stuff has all been going on throughout the whole thing. But anyway, so the next step now is, well, hopefully the side effects go away and I start to feel a little bit better. Everything, whole body just kind of hurts. But now is the waiting game. Apparently we have to wait 4 months to find out if it worked, which is quite a long time. Now, I don't know if I mentioned before, my brain doesn't work. I know it's chemo brain. I'm so sick of hearing people say it. I'm sick of saying it myself, but I can't remember what I've told you and what I haven't. So I could go watch the videos right now, and by the time I stop watching them and make another one, I still won't remember. So we got to wait 4 months. Initially, when I had asked the doctor how long we have to wait, I was on a lot of medicine, a lot of drugs. So I didn't know if he said a week, 3 weeks, 3 months, whatever. But he said 4 months. And I know that because I've got the follow-up appointment scheduled in September. So we're doing September. I'm going to go see him. Then we schedule the PET scan. Then after we get the results of that is when we find out what's going on. So that seems crazy long for me. It's a long time to sit here and wonder if it was all worth it. So, I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Trying to think if there's anything I'm leaving out. I don't even know if I'll end up posting this video. We got to watch it back and make sure all the levels are right. This is the first time I've set up this microphone just to talk. So, I don't know. As always, thanks for watching this. If you did, if you've gotten this far, and you haven't seen any of the other ones, go check them out. I got to finish the next installment of the cancer story, because where we left off, I think, was when I did my own treatment and it went away. So we got to pick that up. Anyway, I'm just rambling now, so we'll stop. Hope you guys have a good day. Looks like it's going to be sunny and not too horribly hot today before the next 5 days of thunderstorms. So ask me any questions you want about whatever you want, and we will talk soon. All right.